Franklin County Sheriff's Department received a 911 call for a young woman that was lying on the ground in the area of Highway 100 and Country Air Drive. When deputies arrived, they discovered a young woman lying face down, and during the investigation at the scene, discovered that she had been shot one time in the right upper side of her chest. Franklin County Sheriff's Department at that time requested the assistance of the Major Case Squad of Greater St. Louis. The Major Case Squad dispatched about 30 investigators to investigate this homicide. During the course of the investigation, investigators followed up on several leads and quickly identified a couple of persons of interest. They were able to take 2 males into custody last night. During the course of the interviews and their investigation, they discovered the location of the 9mm pistol believed to have been used in this homicide in a residence in Pacific, Missouri. Those 2 juvenile males are also from Pacific. Those 2 juvenile males have now been charged with 1 count of murder in the 2nd degree by the Franklin County Family Court. Those juveniles are currently being held at the St. Charles County Detention Facility. One thing I forgot to mention is that the victim had been led to this location here in Franklin County by the 2 juvenile males. And when she arrived at the location where that she was found, there was an altercation at that time over narcotics and money. And during that altercation is when she was shot. And we have time for a few questions if you have them.
Are you all releasing the names of the suspects?
They are juveniles, and we're not going to be releasing those names.
Or the suspects known to the victim in any way?
They do have a relationship. They are known to each other. This is not a stranger incident.
Are the 2 juvenile suspects, are they students in the Rockwood School District?
The only thing they did not attend school with the victim, and we're not going to release where they do attend school.
Okay, I was asked, are they in the Rockwood School District?
I'm not sure if this particular school where they go to school is in the Rockwood School District, and I do not want to misspeak. So I could find out and I could let you know later.
There was a report of her being spotted next to a car. Do you have any information of what that car?
It was her vehicle.
Do you know the make and model of that?
It was I believe it was a Pontiac.
Give me the time again. You said it was...
The call came in in the morning. However, it is believed that the incident of this shooting occurred several hours prior.
So the call came in Wednesday at 7 a.m.?
Just after 7 a.m. 7:05 to be exact.
Who made the call?
We have the identity of the person that made that call, but we're not going to release that. A local resident in the area.
Was this near a trailer park?
It's located near inside a small trailer park that is in the area of Highway 100 right at Country Air Drive.
What is that street, Country what?
Country Air Drive.
Is that in Pacific?
Is that
It's outside.
It's outside of
Pacific.
Pacific.
Address, it's outside the city limits, if that's what you're asking for.
Just as a follow-up to what I asked about the relationship question, is it, I heard anecdotally from people saying that it was, one of the suspects was in a relationship with the victim, romantic relationship. I don't know if you can confirm or deny that.
That matter is still under investigation as to their exact relationship. We do know that they have been known to each other for some time.
Did the suspects live in that trailer home, park home? Or in that area of of where she was shot?
I believe they did reside in that small trailer park, yes.
The suspects lived in that,
Yes,
so you believe the shooting is over narcotics? Is that a fair statement?
that's a fair statement, that it was over, there was an altercation over narcotics and money.
Did one of the suspects admit to killing the victim?
The nature of the investigation involving juveniles, we're not going to get into specifics on what happened in that interview.
What happens next?
This matter, like I said, it involves two 16-year-old kids. And this matter will be heard by the Family Court of Franklin County. I don't have court dates at this time, so I can't answer exactly what the next step is or when a court date, the upcoming court date will be, the arraignment.
And you have recovered the weapon, correct?
That's correct. We recovered a 9mm handgun in a residence in Pacific, Missouri. It is believed to be the weapon.
Will the person who owned that gun, I'm assuming it was an adult, will they have any ramifications?
We're not here to speak to that. That's something that the prosecutor is going to have to consider later on.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear. Were you asking if they're going to be certified as an adult?
No, he was asking if the parents were going to be charged with that gun, similar to Michigan today.
Okay.
And we're not going to speak to that today.
So will there be a move to have them certified as an adult? How does that process work?
That would work through the Family Court of St. Charles. I can't speak to that. If the prosecutor of that division is going to seek that, that would be out of my lane to make a comment on that.
Okay.
Any emotions you can speak to just about the fact that this involves teenagers?
I'm going to let the sheriff speak to that right before we get done. If there was another question, real quick.
Just guys for spelling of your name and the sheriff's name.
My name, Wilkison.
Spell that again.
Wilkison.
A-I?
K-I-S-O-N.
S-O-N.
Yeah.
Okay. Spell your first name.
Thomas, or Tom.
Tom. And your title again?
Lieutenant.
For, let's see.
I'm from St. Charles, but I'm with the Major Case Squad today.
I'm sorry.
With the Major Case Squad. And the sheriff's last name is spelled P-E-L-T-O-N.
Franklin County Sheriff's.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How was the body found? Was it found like on the side of the road? Was it a citizen who reported it?
I'm going to answer your question directly with you following. I know you walked in a couple minutes late because we answered that. Just for the sake of time for everybody else, I will come and I'll speak to you to that effect.
Sure. Thank you, Lieutenant. First off, thank you everyone for being here today. On behalf of the men and women at Franklin County Sheriff's Office and the investigators at Major Case Squad, we want to extend our condolences to the family and friends of Kiley Kennedy. Our thoughts and prayers are with you. We knew early on in this investigation when we arrived that this case was going to take us into the St. Louis region and more investigators was needed. So we reached out to Major Case Squad of Greater St. Louis to get some additional resources to assist in the investigation. And I want to add they did an outstanding job. So I wanted to get up here and publicly say thank you to the members of the Sheriff's Office, investigators, members of Major Case Squad of Greater St. Louis, the Franklin County Juvenile Authorities, St. Charles Family Court, Franklin County prosecutors, and also to the citizens that provided us some information on the tip line. It was very helpful when it comes to that, and it's a great representation of what collaboration, and kudos to these guys for their dedication and commitment to bring justice for the victim. Their tireless efforts is going to give some answers to the family. Once again, thank you all for being here. Your question about emotions regarding, it's tragic when a life is lost in general, but to have someone so young, and the suspects being young, it's really disheartening. So as a community, we just need to be there, support the families and the friends of the victim when it comes to that. Thank you guys again for being here.
That will conclude the conference we had prepared for today. I will be sending out a written release to the assignment desk, and if you can give me your email addresses, I can send it directly to you as well. Thank you.
Sounds good, thanks.